Lexi, how do you go to Mount Gambier? You couldn't beat them at home, unfortunately, but how do you go there and knock them off on Friday night?
Just coming out with the same intensity that we did in the last game. It was clear when we played them at home to clinch the final that we just didn't play to our style of basketball, and it wasn't good enough on the day. But last time we went to Mount Gambier, we beat them, so we're going in with a lot of confidence, and we're really going there to win.
Was last week a hard enough hit out, if you like, going into a game like this? Did the margin reflect the intensity that you felt from there?
For us, I think last week was a must. Like I said, we came out with that intensity. I don't think Albury could match it, and that gave us a lot of confidence going forward. So, if you win the semi-final by 30 points, you're going to take that on board. We're going to go in, we're going to scout well and prepare the same way we did last week, and hopefully get the same result.
Two different teams from the week before, I guess. What was the difference from your point of view? Like in the build-up and why you played different?
Yeah, we just changed our focus. I think that was we were in a slump the last 4 weeks, and that was very visible on the film. We didn't come out with intensity, and we didn't play our style of basketball. And last week we changed that around and got back to why we were 19-5, and we got back to our roots and why we play basketball and how we want to play, and we did that, and we're going to take that and carry it on next week.
I think last game around the 3-point, we were talking about the 3-point range from that previous game against Mount Gambier. I think last week was better, but is it still where it should be?
Well, you obviously want it to be better and better every week. The only you want it to be 100%, really. So
it was about maybe 30% last week.
Yeah, that's still not good enough for us. We're a great shooting team. I think we're one of the best, if not the best, in the league. So, we want to push that up to about 40, 45%, even 50% on the road, which is a tough task. But, we've had some focus areas in our offense this week and last week, and, we're getting better to get better looks at the basket. And, like I said, going in with that confidence of the 30-point win last week, we're going to carry that forward.
Do you expect you'll still get those chances on the break where we had those 3 very impressive games from you last week, mate? Do you think they're going to get that kind of space this week?
Probably not, but, you can always hope. Like most of those dunks we're already up 25 points, so there's a little bit of giving up then by Albury. I think, with 7 minutes to go in the fourth, it's very hard to keep playing when you're down that many points. So I'm going to try, but we'll see on Friday.
Was the important thing last week too, there was no passengers? Like the week before you said the bench probably played better than the starting 5, and last week everyone just sort of put it all together?
Yeah, definitely. I think it showed on the scoring and rebounding, and also the assists. So we probably had 5 to 6 in double figures. Everyone off the bench scored, and that's really big for us. So guys coming in with energy and just filling gaps and performing their roles to the best of their abilities, which they have done all year. And we're just hoping that the bench can do that on Friday, and as the starters come out and show why we are the starters. It wasn't good enough the last 2 weeks that they were out playing us. That's great for them, but as a starting group, we got to pull our heads in if we want to win this game.
Tell us a little bit about skipper Tom Wright, obviously just leading the way at the moment, just draining everything he throws up and getting married and doing all sorts of things. The bloke's just on fire at the moment. I guess how good is it to have a skipper that's just leading from the front like that?
Yeah, it's great. Tom's been a rock for us all year. So his outside shooting abilities really opened up the lanes for me and Shane and guys like Zach to drive and actually have open opportunities. So with him knocking down shots along with Thierry and Shane and Zach, it makes my job a hell of a lot easier. And if we can continue that on Friday, I think we're going to be very tough to beat.
Yeah, what was it getting a bit of game time with those young guys last week too in a finals game where you could look forward to, I guess, when you had that big lead?
Yeah, it's great. I've been in that position as well, and any minutes you get, you really cherish. And the guys that come in, where they're playing 1, 10, 15 minutes, they go all out. And like I said, that's what we need from those guys. So, having Youngie, Brownie, all the way down to Mossy and Geordie, these guys getting a chance to show their stuff is big for their confidence, and for the Chargers going forward in the years to come, I think it's a really good thing.
How tough is it to play at Mount Gambier? Has it been you?
It's as tough as any other road game, I guess. Them being in the grand final for the last 4 years, I think it's been. So, they're going to know what to do, and their crowd get rowdy, and they're right up against the court, small stadium. So, it'll be loud in there, but that's why you play basketball. It's easy to go there and play with people booing you as opposed to being in an empty stadium. So I think the atmosphere is going to be there. And yeah, if we can turn that into our favour, the best thing about playing on the road is shutting up the crowd. So if we can get going early like we did last time, we're going to be doing all right.
Is it the toughest actual trip, like as far as flights and stuff go, or was there tougher ones?
Yeah, it is for me. I'm not a great flyer, and they have that little 30-seater plane, which is always interesting when you get up in the air. So thankfully it's only about a 45-minute flight, but I think we leave at about 12:30 for an 8 o'clock game. So travelling's tough, but it's all part of basketball, and it's not the biggest of deals.
No margin for flight delays then if you leave that late, I guess?
No, well, we can thank Siebel for that. No, it's we tried to get on the 6 o'clock flight, but obviously with Mount Gambier being such a small rural town, there's only so many flights you can get. So, that's what we're stuck with. Hopefully there's no delays or anything like that, and, it's just something you deal with.
And what did you learn from them a couple of weeks ago about them as a team? What can you do to stop them this time in that onslaught?
Well, I think last time was more on us as opposed to them beating us. Like I said, we didn't come out with our style of basketball, and they jumped on that, which good teams do. So when we were down, they just had the foot on the throat and kept going. So again, we're going to focus on us this week. At the end of the day, we've beaten them 2 out of 3 times. So we'll take in that confidence and go and get a W.